I am here and I am live because I have been, we've been talking about my journey in regards to this digital product thing, right? And I have been struggling with trying to I'm not into the PLR stuff. Let's just start there. I'm not doing PLR. I am a business coach. I am a person that helps entrepreneurs, especially first generation entrepreneurs, get out of a rut and help them to scale their businesses. Um, and a lot of the times when I'm talking with the people that I'm coaching, we are talking about imposter syndrome, right? And I I've had to deal with imposter syndrome multiple, over my 15 years being in business. And the idea of it is that it's inevitable. I mean, I'm a first generation entrepreneur. And what I've come to realize is that most of what we deal with is generational trauma, um, gap wealth, right? Not being environmental traumas, not being when we leave the environment that we're used to, we are not acclimated to the new environment. So we feel like we don't belong. And I hear women, not only me hearing women, but I am one of those women that actually had to deal with, imposter syndrome over the years. And 15 years of being an entrepreneur, self employed, probably 10 of those years, I dealt with imposter syndrome. I really felt like I did not belong in certain places and doing certain things. Like the money that I made, meaning, mind you, I've built two seven-figure businesses with multiple employees. Like altogether, we probably have about 40 employees. So I understand, what it's like to be in a place. Good morning. What it's like to be in a place where we don't have, or we don't feel like we belong in in the rooms that we're in. Good morning. So, and my thoughts to this morning is I'm coming to you a little bit more from a different standpoint this morning for those that have been on my lives and that are always there. So last Wednesday, I came on and I thanked you for being a listening ear. Today we're going to talk about being able to show up for ourselves because I've been having these conversations for the past 2 weeks now with some of my coaching clients that they don't show up on YouTube. They don't show up on Instagram. They don't show up on Facebook. They don't show up on any of those social media platforms as it relates to them being able to be the person that they need to be. I didn't put on any makeup this morning specifically for that reason. Um, People are always talking about we have to look, show up in what way, show up how. So I decided that I was going to show up in my natural state. Like my hair is natural, but it's kind of freezing back up. I didn't put any makeup on, but I did that because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't s- saying something that I wasn't walking in my truth with, because I want to always give you the real, the truth, or whatever the case may be. So if you are here and you want to talk about imposter syndrome, thank you. I enjoy having you. Please like and subscribe my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel because I am trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I would really appreciate it. But let's get into it. Um, my digital product journey. I have all digital products about business coaching and how to move the needle forward, right? And this last one that I'm working on is mindset reset. Only because people keep coming to me with the thoughts of having imposter syndrome. So I'm at work right now, so I'm doing some work while I'm talking to you guys as well. And I want you to know that at the end of the day, imposter syndrome sets in anywhere. Anywhere. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be in the company of people that you are unfamiliar with, it could be at church, it could be in the restaurant, it could be anywhere. You can walk up to somebody and think that you don't belong in that conversation because you just judge them by how they look. And I had a client, good morning. I had a client to come in the other day. Mind you, I don't share my entrepreneurial journey with my clients. We're counselors, and a lot of times, you come in here for me to deal with what you're dealing with, not with what I'm dealing with. So we're not talking about who I am. We're talking about what you have going on. So in that, and as it relates to that, she said she was telling me her age and how much she's gone through and all of that kind of stuff. And I asked her, I say, tell me, when you look at me, who do you see? And she went on to list, I see a person that looked like they had a silver spoon. I see a person that looks like they had a major support system. I see a person that don't look like they had to work too hard to get where they are. I see a person that looks like she has it all together. She just went on through this major list, good morning, of who she thought I was. There's a picture of my mom in my waiting room area because my mom dealt with depression all of my life as a child. And because my mom dealt with depression all of my life, that's why I feel like I'm on the journey of helping women heal through their traumas in mental health. And that's also why I do what I do as it pertains to business coaching, and how why I've created the 21-day mindset reset, because people are constantly thinking that they don't have what they need to do the things that they need to do. So that book, that mindset reset, is a whole bunch of, it's 21 days of me sending you videos of affirmations. It's 21 affirmations that you'll get through the emails. That's a 100-page workbook that you'll get that helps you to think through what it is you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So it's a 10-minute process of you sitting and reminding yourself who you are and why you are who you are. And if you don't believe who you are, how you can challenge yourself to believe those thoughts instead of not believing them. Um, Eliminating ourselves from comparison. Like, I woke up this morning thinking, listen, girl, no, I haven't posted it yet. So, and this is why I'm on my live, because I wanted to share this. I didn't post the 21-day mindset reset. The link is not in my description just yet. It will be, but I didn't post it. And I haven't posted it because I'm watching people every day post PLR stuff, private label resale items, stuff like go to Canva and make templates, go to Canva and make a journal, go to Canva and do this, go to Canva and do that. I'm not doing that. I don't feel like that's the thing that I want to sell, because I am not creating something for you to go and resell that somebody's just gonna, because I feel like that's kind of almost a scam. That's just my opinion. Especially when you can go on Canva and create those things yourself. So in my mind, digital products are supposed to be you trying to solve a problem, you trying to help a person get to their next, you trying to help a person understand how to become a digital product business owner by using their skills. My skill is counseling and helping people. I have been successful in business, and that's what I want to do. So in my mind, I keep seeing, when I'm scrolling Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, everybody's selling PLR stuff. And so what did that do to me? It made me think that what I created was not valuable. And what I've created is not something that I wanted to that people would buy. But I saw this video this morning, and I have been praying and asking God. If you've listened to my channel, you know that I am very high. I am very into believe my belief in my religion as it pertains to who God is in my life and how he operates in my life. So in prayer, I've asked God to, help me to see where this is supposed to take me, because I also believe that I haven't done this stuff in vain. Like, this isn't something that I just literally woke up one day and said, I'm going to just write a book on how to start a business. I'm just going to write a book on how to reset your mind. I'm just going to write a book on how to come back home to yourself as a woman in how to heal your inner child, because these are things that I've written. But in that, I saw that video this morning, and the girl the video who made the video, she literally, thank you, she literally reread my thoughts in my brain out loud by saying that, she just decided to post it one day, and that her she had been looking at different things and seeing different products out, and she was just skeptical about putting hers out, so she did not do it. Well, I haven't done it. I'm here this morning on my live talking about it because she was in my head. She was in my head this morning. She did it. And because she did it, it took off. And now she's this big YouTuber. She's this big Instagrammer. She's this big person that's all over social media. And her brand has just taken off. Do I want to go viral? No, not really. Yeah, but I guess that's everybody's end goal. But I want to help people. That's my main goal. And I'm sharing this because I am sharing with you my journey in regard as it relates to imposter syndrome. I am sharing this because when I post it, I want you to see that I not only showed up, I am here telling you about my my own insecurities as it pertains to why I allow how I have allowed imposter syndrome to hinder me from doing certain things. And I want you to take what I'm telling you and to show up, because this has been a 2-year journey for me. 2 years of me being on social media and me showing up. It was a process. It started with Instagram. It started with me scrolling. It started with me just learning how people post on Instagram. I eventually moved over to TikTok. And again, it started with me just showing up. I wasn't on screen. I wasn't posting pictures. I was just scrolling. I was learning how to do what they're doing. Um, and then it turned into me taking pictures. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post my pictures. So I bought a camera. I didn't buy a camera. I already had a camera because I used to be a photographer once upon a time. um, I bought tripods. I got tripods all over my office. I bought microphones. I bought lighting. I bought all kinds of little stuff that I did not have from my photography studio, that wasn't bulky, that I can put in my office and keep around so that I can use it when I needed to. Well, then I started taking pictures and then I started posting them. And what did that do for me? Those pictures, those me putting clothes on, me doing something to my hair, getting out of the sweatpants and the t-shirt. Of course, I was an athlete, athletic mom as well. So when I leave work, it was go straight to the baseball field, the football field, or the basketball court. So I had an excuse. Showing up on social media made me get rid of those excuses and show up for myself in a way that I wanted to be seen. Hence, getting dressed, putting on clothes, making sure my hair was at least presentable for me to say, you know what, I'm going to leave and go out after hours, after I leave work. If I want to go to a networking event, I can. If I want to go to have lunch or dinner with somebody, that a business colleague or a girlfriend call and say, hey, let's go hang out for a couple of hours, I'm already dressed. I don't have to go home and get dressed, because the excuse was gonna be is that, girl, I gotta go home and get dressed. I ain't ready for that because I got on scrubs, I got on this, I got on that. I showing up for myself on Instagram, showing up for myself on TikTok allowed me to show up for myself in other ways. It then moved from, now I am not just showing up on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube or Facebook. I'm showing up in networking rooms. I'm showing up in big rooms where I don't really feel good about, where I don't feel like I belong. And what I learned in that space was I did. I did belong. I was just as interesting as everybody else. I was the person that everybody had questions for. I was the person that people looked at and thought, "Oh, she knows what she's talking about." I was that person that, oh well, I wasn't going into that room because I didn't feel like I belonged in that room. But the moral to the story is that you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And I feel like I started at the bottom and I worked my way up to where I am now in as it relates to social media. Am I where I want to be as it pertains to social media? No. I still don't do very many talking videos. I only come on YouTube and do talking videos. I don't do talking videos on Instagram. I don't do talking videos on TikTok. I'll go live on Facebook and on YouTube, but that's it. And I think a lot of it is not because I'm scared to do it. It's just I think a lot of it is that I feel like I have to pre-record what I'm saying, and I have to have the aesthetics to fit Instagram. Probably not TikTok, but Instagram definitely. And I, if I don't get in here early in the morning to do it before I get busy, then I'm not going to do it. So that's that's pretty much why I haven't started doing the talking head videos on Instagram. And when I'm busy, I'm just busy. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'll get there. But either way, I'm gonna end here. I just kind of wanted to come on and share that with you guys because if you are comparing yourself to somebody else and you are not looking at who you are, people don't really care. There's a tribe for everybody in this world to gravitate to. And I am going to tell you that it is because when I look at TikTok and I look at some of the videos that I see and the followers that are following the people that I perceive to be somebody that I would not necessarily follow, that tells me that if they have a set of followers, I should have a set of followers too. And everybody on Instagram and YouTube that are making money, they're making money because they showed up. Not because they know what they're talking about, not because they have it all together, not because they look the part, not because they may be good salesmen or whatever the case may be. But I think ideally it's because they showed up. And the moral of the story today is to show up. Let's stop comparing ourselves to other people and let's show up for ourselves. Okay, guys, I want you to have an amazing day on purpose. And if you have not liked or subscribed to my channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can get my cute little plaque. And until the next video, I will see you on the next live. Thank you and have a great day on purpose. Do something today that will make you show up for yourself. Show up. Do something that makes you uncomfortable and write it down and make it and talk about how it made you feel when you did it. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'll be there. Have a great evening. Bye bye.